Welcome back to Constantly Calibrating. We're here this week celebrating Halloween and our 200th episode.
Spoon.
Thank you for joining us. So, I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody, but I want you to tell me something, guys. You get no warning for this. So, Josh, what is your childhood favorite piece of Halloween candy?
Childhood? Again, I was the kid who was never a big fan of candy, but the one I remember liking the most probably be Milky Way Midnight, which I started liking when I was like 12 or something. I didn't really like candy before then.
Dark chocolate. As a child, that's rare. Most kids don't like dark chocolate.
I didn't like sweets. I was convinced that if I ate sweets, I would get diabetes and die, like starting like 5 years old.
I don't even know what to do with that.
Jewish New Yorker, hi. It happens.
We just met. New Yorkers, we have Spider-Man. I mean, Thad. Thad, what's your favorite piece of childhood Halloween candy?
Fucking Sweet Tarts.
Sweet Tarts.
Sweet Tarts are good.
That's not how you introduce Spider-Man.
Oh, sorry.
No,
how do we
I'm at Brad. It's like, hey, swing the cranes over Spider-Man. Of course, I'm ripping off for Greg Miller. It's a good impression. But
what's up, guys? I'm totally hanging upside down on the ceiling right now.
And Invisible Man Justin, how about you? What is your favorite piece of childhood Halloween candy?
I default to Reese's sometimes, I guess.
Reese's is safe.
I'm the Invisible Man who oddly blocks his chair.
This is coming off.
That's gonna need some work. But cool. So we are down one person this week. Ryan's not feeling well. We have a little bit from him in a minute. He wrote in for us. It's beautiful.
Yes, he wrote in because his lungs have left his body. And
I'm gonna go ahead with mine. I think I'm probably the outlier here. I liked dots. I think I was probably the only kid that liked dots. I would try anything for dots.
I think you were the only kid who liked dots.
Dots really were not an East Coast thing, like a Northeast thing, but I remember having them a few times around, like, I don't know, 8, 9 years old and liking them.
I never do dots. Yeah, like, these are gummies, but they don't taste good. I'm confused what they are.
I
just medicine?
I liked them because they weren't like anything else.
Yeah. And you are a unique and special flower.
Well, you know, they're probably the worst in the world for you if you have, like, any kind of dental work or braces going on because they're so chewy.
I don't know, man. Laffy Taffy was pretty bad for my braces.
Laffy Taffy was also bad.
I had Taffy, period, regardless of Laffy. Like, the first time I ever had Taffy was when I was like 24, 25 years old. And I think I nearly ripped the tooth clean out.
Ooh.
Like, I genuinely felt like one of my teeth were just going to come out of my mouth.
That sounds about right.
I wish I had like a nose ring right now so I could just hang this here for the whole podcast.
Don't worry about it.
That'd be pretty special.
I don't have anywhere to really put it where you can see it. So, but let's get into it. This is our 200th episode. It is Halloween night. We're doing nothing special for this short of what you see here with our last minute costumes. So,
very last minute.
Number. We're happy to
Halloween
be here, though.
was very last minute. In the 200th episode, we were planning it for a while, and then we went on hiatus, and it just didn't feel right to throw a special, spectacular get-together for, like, 9 episodes back from hiatus. So maybe for 250, we'll do something. But for 200, thought we'd just keep it light and breezy. Fresh and easy.
Sure.
So, Josh, I made this note in the document at your
and I'm
request.
trying to remember what it was. No, I do remember what the point was. I'm trying to remember. So, the note in the document is I had something about the PlayStation 4K, 4 Plus, whatever the hell, or Pro, that's the name. PlayStation 4 Pro, and the Vita. And here's my thoughts on that.
Vita. Woo!
Well, that's the thing is, I was thinking about I about once a month I think about buying a Vita, and twice a month I think about buying a PlayStation TV. Because it's just essentially a non-portable Vita. Because I want to play things like Persona 4 Golden and things like that.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered something.
And so I always think about, like, I want to do those kind of games and things of that nature and join the Vita Island as well. And then I always talk myself out of it. So I was thinking to myself, like, God, you know what would have made the PlayStation 4 Pro, whatever, like, really awesome is if they had just slammed, like, the innards of a Vita or a PlayStation TV or whatever into the Pro, so that you can actually just play Vita stuff on there.
That would have been a great idea, but Sony completely abandoned the Vita.
I know, but like, god damn it, that would have revitalized the shit out of at least
if they just made
games.
a damn adapter.
Yeah, just something, but it was just like one of those things where Thad and I were setting up the set for Extra Life, which we'll also talk about a little bit. And I don't remember why, but I think when we were at Target or something like that, we passed by PlayStation stuff, and I thought that to myself.
Yeah.
I might end up getting a PlayStation TV because I can use that to stream my PS4 games to a different TV, right? That's how I understand this.
PS TV, it can stream Vita. I believe it can stream your PlayStation. No one really knows what the PS TV is.
I think if you have the internal house bandwidth, it could probably do it.
And also just PS Now. That I know.
Mm. Yeah, so I don't know.
If you like your classic PS3 library and a little bit of latency with your controls, PS Now.
So, yeah, PlayStation stuff.
Stream your PS4 games to any TV in your home at a great new price. PlayStation TV.
Okay.
All that took was a simple visit to PlayStation's website, guys.
What does it stream?
You're welcome.
So
Diet Coke in chat is saying it'll be super laggy. Destiny's unplayable while streaming.
Yes, it is.
Streaming.
Well, I haven't tried it for PS Now, but like as far as streaming from the Vita, like your PS4 to the Vita, yeah, it doesn't work well
I
enough.
love we have a rogue child in the background.
Do we have a rogue child in the back? I can't tell.
Not my kid.
Hey,
Oh.
What are you doing? You're supposed to go to bed, Batgirl. Go to bed.
Cutie. Well, speaking of rogue thing, a friend of ours for the podcast, a podcast friend of ours who's also going to probably be on our Extra Life stream, Annabelle Martinez, I guess, posted a joke picture of herself as a rebel pilot on the toilet at her job. Just like nothing about it. Just it just tagged Rogue One, and Nissan sent her a thing asking her to DM, and they gave her free tickets to Rogue One.
Sweet.
Nice.
Awesome. She
That's
didn't even know there
amazing.
was a contest. I literally just popped up on my feed.
That's
amazing.
Jinx,
So I think
owe
that's
me a
pretty
Pepsi.
fun.
Motherfucker.
That's supposed to be Coke.
How will I ever get that to you?
I will come see you next year. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I own a Pepsi.
Let's aim
I'll-
for next year.
Don't
We
make a
should try
promise
it
you
for
can't
3
keep,
years.
Brad.
Huh?
No, don't promise a girl if you can't keep it.
I mean... So moving on, as I said, we are short one this week. Ryan's not here, but he did write in a little bit about his first experience with VR, which Josh has for us. If you'd like to
Yes,
read that to us.
I will read this, and I will avoid at all costs doing anything remotely approaching a Ryan First impersonation. We'll see what the hell voice comes out of me. Okay.
All right.
Hold on.
I thought-
Now,
I
a
thought
reading
that
from
was
the
a
Book of
gunshot.
Ryan.
Okay. I come
Wait,
to you.
gunshot. Hold on. Go get him, Spider-Man.
What? Yeah, I had to go deal with that. I don't. It sounded like a gunshot, and then there were more after it, but I don't see anything, and there's nobody screaming, and I'm just
It's
like,
the clowns. They've started the purge.
Oh, God.
Send in the
oh
clouds.
Jesus! I gotta shut my blinds there.
All right. I
don't
come
wanna
to you,
get-
Kurt. Motherfucker.
As much as you guys getting famous, if I get shot on the podcast, I like my life. So
Reminding you, we're all very professional.
Yeah, well, okay. Thad, now go to your quiet place.
And now a reading from the Book of Ryan.
Sorry. Yeah, his webcam froze, so I genuinely was like, wait, what just happened? Alright. I come to you currently from a magical place. A place of peace, a place of hydrocodone syrup. I've messed up a little bit recently due to some respiratory things, but despite not really breathing very well, I do have something to say. I recently entered a world of pure imagination. Or some shit like that. Anyone that's listened over the past few weeks knows that I've been, at the very least, skeptical towards VR. I just didn't get the appeal, either in the gameplay or how god-awful expensive it seems to be. But thanks to our own personal closet furry, Justin. I haven't read this yet. I was able to enter to a world of real, ultimate power. I went to his apartment / dominatrix studio and donned the PlayStation VR headset. He explained to me how it all worked, and I immediately became the lawnmower man. I started trying out Here They Lie, which no one told me was the scariest fucking thing on the demo list. It was like living in a David Lynch movie. Very abstract and creepy as hell. I was scared that most games would rely on jump scares as a selling point and be part of most action engines to keep things moving. But I finished the demo and didn't die from stress and moved on to Res. I thought it was boring. The VR element didn't seem to add or detract to the game. I imagine this syrup would make it a little better. Next up, I tried Valkyries, a real cockpit experience. This was probably my favorite of the demos I played. We're all pretty big Star Wars buffs, and they make a really good X-Wing / TIE Fighter game like this. If they make a good one. I can barely read right now, apparently. Well, looks like we're all out of $500. Oh, looks like we're all out. Okay, let me try that again. We're pretty big Star Wars buffs, and if they make a really good X-Wing / TIE Fighter game from this, well, it looks like we're all out of $500. Another cockpit experience was Rigs. They tried to...
You're so loud, Justin.
Alright, anyways, I'm going to skip to his opinions. All in all, my opinions of VR have changed. I do now see the appeal, though I do have a few things that bother me still. One, the price is still too damn high. Two, the experience is fun, but kind of niche to me. I think that if it truly catches on, it would be great, but for now, I don't think I'd want to play it all the time. Lastly, motion controls are stupid for the most part. On the heist, the shooting was okay, but the controls need to be tighter. I know it's newish tech, but I would like to feel cool shooting a gun. Not like I'm desperately trying to flail my arms in the right direction to shoot. Until this weekend, I wish you well. Please also wish me well. See you at Extra Life. Heart, Ryan. Wow. So on his comment about flailing around, I've not tried PSVR. I actually feel like with the Vive controller that I'm genuinely holding a gun.
It is, like, but from what I take as all of this is, hold on, spooky hands are coming out. Woo, we got it converted. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting everything because I can't see my desk.
Yes, you are. God,
it's amazing
editing this.
God, you're gonna have a fun time.
Yep.
So, speaking of Extra Life, that's something we're doing this weekend. We will be starting at 7 a.m. Pacific.
Okay, sorry. 8 a.m. Pacific.
8 a.m.
11 a.m. Eastern.
11 Eastern, okay.
And we're starting on November 5th, this Saturday, and we are going until 8 a.m. / 11 a.m. on Sunday, the 6th.
This is going to be exhausting.
25-hour stream.
Going to be exhausting, and for the first time, I just finished literally up an image right now, so I have not been able to get it to the Great Invisible Man to showcase it to you guys, but it will appear in the recorded video podcast. You just won't see it on the live stream. But we will, so far we have scheduled special guests like Lo Zelda, who we did a Golf with Friends stream with a couple weeks back. We have our friend Itty Bitty Geek, who we've done numerous things over the years. And we have a few other people who are likely to join. We are giving out sort of prizes like PlayStation Plus cards, convention swag bags. I have so many fucking game keys to give away. It is ridiculous. I bought a bunch of stuff today to give away.
I'd just like to point out that hearing Josh say swag when he's wearing that hat makes me laugh.
Josh, I was about to say, are you tipping every time you say swag?
Yes. Tip. I didn't tip when I said swag, but I will start tipping when I say swag now. Okay. So, right here, twitch.tv/console calibrating is where you could find the stream. Donations can be done at consolecalibrating.com/extralife, which, if you're in the live stream, let's test this out. That worked. Joy. Okay. So, you go there, click on roster, pick one of our lovely people, and donate just like $5. Literally, any amount of money you enter gets you entered into our contest. That's all you got to do. Hey. But do you want to cover the schedule and discuss it a little bit?
I don't want to go through everything, but we're going to be playing a lot of games. Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing a mostly first timers D&D for 3 hours. Oh my god, I'm excited.
Yeah, we're doing first timer D&D at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing Dungeons and Dragons for 3 hours with lovely Thaddeus here as our DM.
What's up?
The rest of us on the stream currently, including the sick Ryan and British Joe, who is so excited it's actually making me uncomfortable.
He's going to be up at like 3 a.m. just to play this too.
Yeah, he's going to be up from midnight till 3 a.m. I believe is the time difference.
To play
they're
this. 5 hours.
If not, just thaw out the hamburger that I have left from the hamburger.
So he'll be up from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah. And we're going to play some GTA. We'll get some Rocket League in there. We'll go to a couple classics like Helldivers and Worms that you've seen us done before.
Worms is not currently on the schedule. I took it off the schedule.
Okay, so...
Maybe.
I feel like that's more of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Worms will only the Worms plan is only going to happen if either D&D runs short or like the Vive stuff runs short.
I see some empty space here, which I assume might be
we have a couple... So for starters...
Guests.
We have a couple of things that are to be announced, and we also have at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern on Sunday, something super secret special, which we've actually talked about already, but I'm not actually sure what I'm allowed to say on it, so I've kind of pulled back a little bit on talking about it.
Right.
Yes. So we got that going on, so make sure if you are up at that time to come join us.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I feel like D&D will probably run the full 3 hours because most
D&D will probably run the full 3 hours.
Most of you guys haven't actually none of you except for Joe have actually played this before.
Wait. Is that the time I sleep or am I included in that?
We've been literally trying to get your attention in the Extra Life chat to talk about D&D for a whole week now.
Oh, yeah. Well...
We have tagged you at least 5 times a day in that chat.
Yeah, I work.
Also,
things happen.
I don't know if he's gonna come, but my buddy Jake might tag along. I don't know if he's gonna play, but
tag along is still fine.
Gotcha. He is gonna help me with the rules a bit too.
Cool.
I'm just curious, how do the remote people roll?
You roll, we trust you.
So I'm gonna grab a website that it just has like a list of different dice, and you just roll the one that you want.
But Jill, Spider-Man, there's a plane.
And then I'm gonna have to trust your dice rolls. But if you get 3 20s in a row, I'm kicking you out of the game.
Yeah, it's going to play the honesty rule for Brad, for pretty much yourself, Ryan, and Joe. There are plenty of apps and websites online that allow you to roll. It's the simple fact of it. There's also like sites like Roll20, but I don't think we're going to be setting that up in time, so we won't be using that for the first thing.
I'll talk to Joe and see. I'm going to go with no. I prefer doing like this, especially since there's going to be more people in the same room.
I agree with that.
And then Ryan and Brad can Skype in, and we're going to have to trust them. But, I mean, it's a buddy system, so if you're both lying, then I guess you're both shitheads.
And to double back, Justin, if you want to take a nap during that, then you are welcome to take a nap. But if you are going to participate, you're going to have to create a character.
You're going to have to create a character, which I'm going to briefly... I can briefly go over at the end of the podcast when we're done. Because
I desperately need that.
Brad doesn't... There's not much you need to know, but Brad needs help, and I'm assuming Josh needs help, but it looks like you already started.
How about this?
I created a whole character sheet and then had a panic attack.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how to do it, and then if you're still questioning it, I'm just going to send you a link to an episode of Critical Role that's like... I think in like 12 minutes it explains how to make characters.
All right.
How about this?
Briefest overview.
Since I keep forgetting, and I don't have a character, how about you 3 create one? Whatever the fuck you want, and I will play it out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, joy of joy.
DM's choice.
Okay, I'll think.
This could be a group effort. That's
maybe
up to you.
Maybe I'll finally make that half work.
If you want to make a super secret chat, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, Thad, let's you and I work on this together.
Oh, wait. I have input.
Okay, what's
Josh, you remember what we were talking about earlier today that we thought was really cool?
Oh, yeah.
That race. That race.
God. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
The G thing?
Yeah, the G thing.
Oh, what the hell did I just volunteer myself?
It's either going to be that, or I'm going to make him a half-orc wizard who has, like, no intelligence, so the only thing you're going to be able to... Hey, what do you do, Justin? I cast Throw Stone.
Oh.
So...
Sorry, I'm having ideas already. If you do that, that will be the end of the group. I'll be laughing.
I have a curiosity question. Can your character ever be so intelligent that it breaks the fourth wall and starts attacking the DM?
You want
I'm sure there are rules in some campaigns where that shit happens, where things go off the rails.
So
I want that campaign.
There's no... to my knowledge, and again, this is going to be my first time doing this, so I don't know all the rules by heart, but to my knowledge, there are no... You can't attack God. Can't do that.
My character inspects the fourth wall.
And
William Shatner would disagree with you.
And then Brad's going to take 3d6 god damage.
Thank you for the Star Trek V reference, Justin.
Quite welcome. Let's go save a whale after this.
That'd be before this.
So
Hey!
Brad's going to be the half-orc sorcerer.
By the way, the fact that Justin's mouth obviously is not showing and moving is freaking me out so much because I keep thinking his camera is frozen.
You think that's freaky? Let's try this. Hey, Walker! Damn it, they're not there. Are they there?
Hey, thank G. Jackson for being a follower.
Let's go see if I can get a code, but this isn't happening.
No. I accidentally opened my Nexus mod manager. Close.
D. Jackson's asking, have we ever seen the 1993 Columbia TriStar home video logo? Yeah.
Oh, we did?
I mean, not in probably 20 years.
I couldn't tell you what it looks like, but I'm sure I've seen it.
It's the Pegasus one.
Oh, yeah.
Pegasus!
So, anyway, please come join us this Saturday and Sunday for Extra Life.
You don't have to stay for the whole thing. You could come for 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. You could stay for the whole 25 hours. If you stay for the full 25 hours and prove it, I will get you something special. I don't have a gift in place because I don't imagine anyone's going to do it, but I'll give you something special.
Well,
I'm coming everywhere.
I think they should at least show up for the D&D.
The D&D is like the thing you really should be there. If you are there for nothing else, be there at 5 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/constantly calibrating, if for nothing else.
Because this is
it's either going to be... It's going to be entertaining, whatever it is.
Yeah,
so, I mean, if you're there, just gotta like throw us on in the background.
You can watch us
God.
fuck everything up.
I'm so worried that I have to carry the show right after that.
It's
not going to be good.
Well, yeah, you are right after that with Skyrim, but we will... You will have assistance. You're not going to be... Like, I will probably be in Skype with you guys.
So, wait, that's going to be 8, so it'll only be 5? No, it'll be 11 here. I have to carry a
D. Jackson's asking, have we seen the Attack of the Show logo for G4 logo? Of course. And Napalm Sheep, don't worry, guys. I'll carry the show for you.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So, yes, please join us this Saturday and Sunday. Hang out with us. Donate to Extra Life. Help some kids out. We really appreciate it. And there's prizes. So, wow, I did not have as much notes as I thought I was.
Oh, and if we do end up doing my Drunk Worms game, that'll also be very fun to watch.
So,
Drunk Worms will be very fun. The problem is my alcohol tolerance is absolute garbage. So if we play it the way you want to play it, I'm done for the stream from when it happens. If we play it the way I want to play it, I'm still probably done for much of the stream.
I want to go with your suggestion where we just use like beer or Smirnoff instead of what I do, where I get 4 very tall glasses of hard alcohol and I have to drink them per worm. Because that's a terrible idea.
Dad, I like the way you think.
Alcohol poisoning.
See, that's the normal way to play the game, but because we actually have to be running something, we should not.
Yeah, like we may have to save Drunk Worms for an actual recording. A recording where I also have someone to watch my child after and during.
It's possible.
Because I drank like 1 stronger beer the other night, and I had my second hangover of my life. Because I was going to drink beer every single night leading up to this, and slowly build up my tolerance again. And I got my second ever hangover from a single fucking beer. And Napalm Sheep apparently got their name from worms.
Hey! That's awesome. Well, if we play, it'll be an honor.
D. Jackson, I will answer your questions about logos as long as you do me one favor. Explain why you're asking. Otherwise, I'm not going to be responding to this anymore. I mean, no offense. I'm just like, if you have a reason, I will answer. If you don't have a reason,
to build a logo.
Right. So, it's been a little bit of a slow week, but we did get, at this point, probably the 5th or 6th round of supposed Nintendo Switch internal stat leaks from dev kits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I figured it's time we actually talk about it since we know, at least when we're getting more information.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be like, I realize we talk about the Switch every week now for 3 weeks, but it's because shit keeps coming out.
Yeah, we haven't had much to talk about Nintendo-wise for the longest time.
For a long time.
So, basically, it sounds kind of where we would expect it to be. Not necessarily as underperforming as Nintendo has been in the past, but I still think there's some spots that they definitely could use some improvement. Let me pull up my link here because I didn't actually have it open. Excuse me. So what we're looking at, reportedly, is a 4-ARM Cortex A57 cores, max 2 gigahertz processor, NVIDIA second generation Maxwell architecture, 256 CUDA cores, which that's low. That's low by even 2 years ago standards. Max 1 gigahertz and 1024 flops per cycle. That's a really weak video card.
I was about to look it up, but I really can't right now. What was Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 at? I know they flop it now, but
they wouldn't even be on CUDA cores though.
That's right.
CUDA cores Maxwell came out after both those systems.
True.
I mean, I think the question,
and of course, PlayStation had its own market. No, wait, I forgot what they used for video.
I don't know.
I know they had some processor though.
I don't know too much about the specs of computers, even though I should at this point. Like, compared to something like the Xbox 360, how's it going to look? How much power is that?
It'll be stronger than the 360. Easy.
At least
I hear
that.
Your phone clicking.
I mean, if I had to pull a positive from that, at least it's not like we're going back to consoles.
I think it should be very close to the what I will call the 1.0 PS4 and 360. It should be very comparable to those.
You mean the Xbox One, not the 360?
Yeah, the Xbox One, excuse me. It should be very comparable to those, and it should probably run faster than them, because that's just what Nintendo does.
Okay, I mean, that's not...
At a core concept level, its menus run faster, its games load faster. Nintendo's always been better at that, the general system optimization.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me read some stuff from the chat. So Napalm Sheep said, Switch better be good because the Wii U is not what it was supposed to be, which, as we discussed in the last couple of weeks, the Switch is essentially the do-over for the Wii U. This is what the Wii U was supposed to be, I think, is most people's opinions. And then, let's see, NVIDIA's new Tegra should be in the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, there's rumors that it's going to be the Tegra 2.
We have now all knocked a microphone or dropped something off our desk, and Justin is taking a selfie. He cannot even see his fucking phone.
He dropped the phone.
Damn it, Justin, you just made it that I actually have to edit this video instead of just putting it up.
No, you don't.
And no, that was too funny not to focus on. Okay, Napalm Sheep said, get the geek with the white shirt off the show. He doesn't know PCs. Hey, I had Thaddeus help me build the computer I'm running right now. And I can prove he knows just nothing.
Even if he didn't, he gets a pass because he knows how to DM a D&D game, so...
Yeah, well, there's a difference between knowing PCs and knowing PCs. I'm not one that can spout everything off the top of my head and kind of go into detail, but...
I know enough to fix my computer.
Exactly. Put them in front of it, I'll get to work.
I know enough to build a computer and try to plug the front port stuff into the wrong spots for about an hour and 15 straight minutes because my dyslexia kicked in and I read the two numbers and letters in the wrong direction.
How many of your computers caught on fire, Josh?
1.
Okay, now
we're
Cyber
tied
Tower.
now.
Yeah, Brad and I both have had our computers shoot fireballs out of them, and
mine was not a fireball. It was a flame.
It was an internal explosion.
I don't think it was my fault.
You couldn't say it for the D&D stream.
It was now. See, Brad's computer breaking, that may have actually been my fault. But
well,
it is in at least a small part may have been me to be the trigger.
Either we overloaded the video card or the power supply died. There's no way of knowing because both are getting replaced.
Exactly. But no, and the my fireball thing was not my fault. We've discussed this time again. That was probably the only computer breakage I have ever had that was not my fault.
I was reading a story about a guy who had, he was building his new desktop and he set it on top of his desk and he went to go get a sandwich or something and he left the side panel off and he came back and his cat was laying in the computer.
Oh.
And he had spent a lot of money on that computer and it didn't work after.
Womp womp.
Yeah, no,
he was really, really upset.
Cats are dicks.
Yeah,
Cats are
pretty
dicks,
much.
I can attest to that. I have 3. So, let me get us back off of this tangent towards the Switch specs. We're looking at 4 gigs of RAM, which at first I thought this was low, but it's going to be running at 25.6 GB a second. That's insanely fast, I think.
It's quick access to it, but as far as like,
there's not a lot of room, but it's very fast.
Is it still going to have that power when it's mobile, though?
Yes, I mean, what's going to happen when you go mobile is it's going to reduce resolution. That's what we're getting to here.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a smaller screen.
Well,
but...
I'll go ahead and hit that. It's the LCD on it's going to be 1280 by 720. We're not going to see 1080 on it. You don't need 1080 on a 6.2 inch screen.
No,
you're not going to notice it. Your eyes can't see it that well.
And as I also kind of mentioned it before, like you kind of mentioned too, like 4 grams was slowed, and you looked at speed, but also like you got to look at what Nintendo's aiming for, and also got to take in mind it's a console, which I mean, to a PC player seems like low specs, but for consoles, the bonus of a console is they can highly optimize it.
What do we know how much RAM offhand the One and the PS4 have in them?
I could look it up.
Because it's still. I would feel more comfortable with 8.
Hold on, I'm cold.
The Xbox. Let's see. The PS4 has 8 gigabytes GDDR5, and the Xbox One has 8 gigabytes DDR3.
Well, the GDDR is the video, so that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God. According to Napalm Sheep, apparently the rumor is that the battery life is like 3 to 4 hours. That's not very long. But then again, I don't know. That's about as long as my 3DS lasts.
This is something that's going to piss me off in the long run, and I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of this right now. This is not a mobile console.
No, it's saying 8 gigabytes. Is both systems have 8 gigabytes of the others.
So they're preaching since day one, since we saw this thing. This is not a portable system. This is a console that you can take with you.
Well, they've made it very clear it's not a 3DS replacer.
Yeah, if it's a 3 to 4 hour life, that's fine, because it's supposed to sit in front of your TV. And beyond that, it's going to have a way to charge. So if you're going to be playing for 3 to 4 hours on the go, you're going to take a damn charger with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was realizing about, like, what kind of charger? Is it going to be USB? Can I, like, plug into one of these USB ports on a plane? Shit like that.
I would imagine it's a similar charger to the current one for the Wii U. I'd imagine. Well, or maybe they're going to use the 3DS charger.
It says they're going to have USB 2.0 and 3.0. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. Is that the dock? Is that how it charges? What's that going to really mean?
Okay, so I gotta say here, I'm with Napalm Sheep here. They advertise as a mobile console. You shouldn't advertise one if it's not. I'm gonna say that I realized their intent was to advertise it as an on-the-go console by showing people continuously. Was there 3 or 4 scenarios where they showed someone picking it up, taking it on the go, and then putting it back? But the problem is they also had the exact same number of people never being near the home unit and purely playing it out of the house. If they had just shown people taking it out of the thing and putting it back in, like at a later point, that creates the on-the-go message. The marketing creates the message of portable.
Right.
And
they should have just done a commercial where the guy gets up to take a shit and he takes the console with him. That's what he should.
No, like seriously, the smartest fucking marketing they could do is a series of 5 shorts now, short marketing blips that can be thrown at the beginning of YouTube videos where a guy is playing the game and he gets up to go take a shit. And he goes and sits in the toilet, and like that's it. Or a guy, or a woman. I'm trying to think of examples, but or a woman is I don't know. Or a woman, maybe man, doesn't really matter. Is going to get a snack, and they don't want to stop while they're making a quick snack. So they go to throw their pizza to reheat in the oven, and they come back, but they just don't stop playing Skyrim or whatever.
But here's
just the marketing is mixed, and Nintendo always makes mistakes with their marketing. Always.
I will give you the marketing's mixed, but outside of your hardcore gamer, which is clearly not who they're marketing for. If you watch that, they're marketing towards the millennial crowd, straight up. Not your hardcore gamers that are already established on, PlayStation and Xbox.
They're not marketing to any tier of gamer. They're marketing to people who game.
I take offense to that.
Who of those people is going to need to be mobile for 3 to 4 hours on this console? None of them.
Probably not. I mean, I don't know if you're going to the club and you want to, play some Mario Party while some person's grinding up against you. I don't. What are millennials? I mean, by the way, fun note on millennials. I decided to look up what a millennial is out of curiosity because I have been, mostly just making fun of like Thad and Brian and stuff like that for millennials.
Oh my god.
A millennial is anyone born after 1980,
which I don't agree with.
I thought that was very fat. Like that is the legal age of it, and I was just like. Huh. No.
No,
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
So
leave it to the.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't see the need to have more than 3 to 4 hours battery life. Would it be nice? It would be nice, but is it needed? No. So, let me get back to the specs here.
Nightbot is doing this shit way too often. I'm gonna go tweak Nightbot a little bit.
Yeah, turn him down.
Yeah, tweet him down. Only reason why I want to be like, I mean, I can see people long plane rides, stuff like that. Would probably be good. Also, like you mentioned, it has to have a charger because if you take it on a go, you're not going to be able to dock it. 'Cause you're not going to take all that.
Right.
And you mentioned that the USB ports. And like we mentioned, we don't know if that's on the dock or if even the tablet itself is going to have some.
We know there's going to be 2 on the dock. So what my question is here: the 2 on the dock, are those? What kind of transference is that? Is that 2.0? Is that 3.0? And what about the actual charging mechanism that's built into it that connects to the dock? Is that 2.0 or 3.0? That matters. I would assume that at least would be 3.0.
Hopefully, if it's 3.0, that means hopefully be external USB storage. I can't see another reason to do 3.0 besides that.
I think we have to have external storage because we're only getting 32 gigs internal, which is standard tier cell phone now.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Not a lot at all.
I'm more than willing to and happy to go pick up an SSD and pop it on this thing just for the sake of not having to worry about it.
The Switch is secretly there to play all the Nintendo mobile games in case you don't have a phone.
It's to the point where I know it can be rage-inducing to not have that storage on board, but it's also cost-cutting and lets you pick your own storage, your own speed, how it looks, how it fits with everything else on your entertainment system. So
here's the thing. The storage not being on it enough, I'm fine with picking up a hard drive, whatever. Napalm Sheep is reporting the stream is freezing up for him, and I'm actually noticing it's freezing on my end. I just noticed that as well.
I know my camera kept doing it, but...
No, it's the actual, literally it is the stream.
On my side.
But yeah, I actually kind of agree with what he said. I mean, I'm the kind of person that would have probably taken the Nintendo Switch with me to work, or if I went to school, I'd take it with me to school, and then on my breaks, I'd play it. But, well, I mean, if the battery life is short, whatever, because if they're going to give you the ability to charge it while you're on the go,
I think 4 hours, I feel, is more than enough time if they give you the ability to charge it. If they don't give you the ability to charge it, then they need to take this console off the market before they ever put it on the market.
Yeah.
Because that's just idiotic. But that's my other issue with the I was trying to get to when we noticed the stream issue. The light amount of storage is the fact that, okay, so cool, you can hook up an SSD, you can hook up a hard drive to it, like some of us do for PS4, Xbox One, or whatever like that. But if you're on the go, what are you going to have a fucking SSD in your pocket? On a long cable?
And here's the alternate side of this. I don't think we're going to have game installs because the rumored chip size base is 16 gigs. And they say that can go upwards. So if you're getting 16 gigs, that's going to fit pretty much any Nintendo game you throw at it. And if they need to go bigger for, say, something like, whatever, Elder Scrolls or Mass Effect, whatever you want to imagine could be played on this damn thing, they can do it.
I just realized I could play Mass Effect theoretically on this thing. I'm very turned on right now.
And here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you install or not because chips are going to read just as fast. You're not doing an optical read. You're not doing a traditional plate hard drive read there. That's all internal solid state.
Do we actually know how much this thing is going to cost?
No,
not yet.
So
we've heard
end of January,
$300 to $350, but we'll know in January. Yes. Okay. So
most people have just decided at this point that over 300 is pushing it, and over 350 is absurd. It's just pretty much what the market has decided.
That's actually what I was going to say, especially with the low storage space. Like, yeah, you can get an SD and whatever, but if they're making you pay like $400, $500 for this console, they need to have more storage, and it needs to have a bit more power to justify me buying it for that amount of money.
And keep in
That's
mind,
how I feel.
These are not official, and they are based on dev kits.
Right.
So the final product's going to be different, at least in some way or another.
Yeah.
So
we're all waiting for that big presentation. Reggie tells us all about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Napalm is asking us, he's curious, what did we think of Steam boxes? Out of curiosity, has anyone other than me gotten their hands on a Steam box?
I haven't, but I always saw them as kind of pointless. If you're getting Steam box, that's kind of what you get a console for. Like, Steam boxes are pretty much there to, play PC games for people who don't want to worry about being on the PC. So, like...
Well, it's basically a console. Like, that's the thing.
Well, right now, like, Xbox One has essentially become Microsoft's version of a Steam box since they're putting everything on PC as well. But if you want to play your titles, you can just get the box.
I think Xbox One Play Anywhere, actually, it was in part inspired by Steam boxes. I think that's actually part of what made them explore that. They may have been exploring before, but I think that's what made them push it.
Well, that's the thing. The thing who they were selling it for is pointless because they're like, oh, you can get this version, or you can have this, and this in it, or that, and that. Like, they're giving too many choices for who they're trying to market it to.
And that was a huge issue with them. They made them too much like PCs for them to actually be used by the market they were intending. The problem was they were trying to simultaneously grab the hardcore gamer with expendable income and who just wants shit, while also trying to grab, just a random person who may want to get into PC gaming but knows nothing of it, but also likes their couch. Like, I for years have wanted a PC in my living room because I thought it would be a lot of fun to have that viability to have it out there, especially now that I have a kid, but I couldn't justify it. I only got my hands on one of the Alienware ones back at the GameStop Expo last year, and I thought nothing special of it. To me, it was literally just like, I was playing, I think Borderlands, the pre-sequel on it, and I was mostly testing out the Steam controller, but I was playing on the other thing. To me, it was like, oh, cool, so I'm playing Borderlands on high settings. It meant nothing to me.
That fucking game. I'm sorry, I got a copy of that for my PS3 like 2 Christmases ago, and I still haven't opened it.
Everybody gets a copy of it now if you have it for Xbox.
I love Borderlands. I love it to death. It just, for some reason, whenever I'm like, I want to play this, something comes up, and then I forget about it again, and I feel really bad.
I feel it. And then Justin, it was a limited, just like the weekend play thing.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I gotta delete mine too. I thought it was gonna be keepable, but
I did too.
What did the free Handsome collection, that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not purchase.
Yeah, that was on Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fucking joke if you guys think that's free. That's
no.
I maybe I'm biased because I can't.
Look who it is.
Maybe I'm biased because I can't fucking stand Microsoft at times.
It's not a Microsoft thing, but you're right to think it's a joke if it was free since Battleborn came out. I still think 2K needs money.
Yeah, Xbox, it's no.
Granted, they got NBA, so never mind, they don't need money. I retract my previous statement.
Reaper, you're a little late.
Yeah.
Reaper, you are 50 minutes late, give or take.
Reaper, I'm going to give you a spoiler of what time next Monday's podcast will start. It's 9 o'clock Eastern.
And the extra live stream starts at 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning. So anyways, I gotta bring up news that just popped up in my Twitter feed.
Oh?
Deadpool director Tim Miller has come aboard to executive produce the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Wow, talk about moving up in the world.
Oh, that is a combination of words.
Fast.
That's not something we need. That's not something we ever need.
I'm hoping it explores his romance with a random, princess.
Oh.
I guess to link them, both have chili dogs?
So, okay, according to The Hollywood Reporter, Miller is making the film at Blur Studio in collaboration with Jeff Fowler, with the video game-inspired adaptation serving as Fowler's first directorial project.
Wait, I thought Blur was the same group that was doing Deadpool. Or was it made from like a collection of the people who used to work for Blur?
It's possibly, but in any case...
I am now confused.
He's a fucking hero.
What was I say? So anyways, wait, Napalm, who are you asking? Who's PC specs? Who are you looking for? I just built a new computer. I got an AMD FX 8370, which thank you AMD for that. And then I got a...
Spooky head?
My webcam froze again. Don't mind me.
Then I got an R9, was it 390? Not the X, just the standard one, which also thank you AMD for that. For sending that over. 16 gigs of RAM. I think I could go a little more specific if you want.
If you want my specs, you see that Asian gamer guy that popped up in the chat? Just, click on him. I have it there.
Go give him go give the Aging Gamer a follow. That's Justin. And the Great Invisible Man. And it's on his page, and then OG Xanos is on his page as well.
Except for I'm not running a 780 Ti right now because it caught on fire and it's in RMA status. I'm running a 750 Ti.
Oh, okay. See, I read Slack briefly, and I think you mentioned that about this past week. I thought you were joking. Did it actually?
Oh, no. His video card caught on fire.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was like a joke, like it got too hot and it broke or something.
No,
it caught fire. Okay.
I think we're going to actually kick Patreon back off, and we're going to have a tier. It's like, hey, we hit this tier, we'll do Grand Theft Auto again, because we're pretty sure something's going to break.
Here, if you really are, so yeah, you could see theirs on their chats. If you're really curious about mine, I'll drop it in the chat. I just got to get PC Part Picker to load up.
I don't know.
Reaper.
I don't know.
Reaper, you are a national treasure, Reaper. You better frickin' be, at least for part of our Extra Life stuff. I will be very upset if you aren't there for at least a bit.
Oh, God. Well, hey, tune in. What time are we doing D&D again? It's 5 p.m. Pacific time, right?
5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. 3 hours of D&D. And then, Napalm, here is a link to my my build that I'm using right now. Yeah. I am going to be getting at Black Friday when it goes on sale. I'm going to be getting an RX 480 from AMD.
Where is my...
Well, not from AMD, but I'm going to be buying
graphics card. See, the problem on my end is I bought my computer off of a buddy of mine who claimed that he built it, but he actually bought it from some guy off of eBay.
Ooh,
but I do know that I fixed it up a bit so it has 8 gigs of RAM, and then I've got a NVIDIA GeForce GT 640. So, which honestly is not that great, but it's something.
I'm looking at a 1070 FTW edition from EVGA, and that would be like a Christmas gift, but I don't know how soon I'll get that. I want it, and I can't justify the 1080's price right now. I would love that, but the gains over the 70 are going to be so minimal.
I would definitely agree. Okay, sorry.
Good.
So,
let's see.
The last little bit on, I'll give you the last little bit on the Switch. When it's docked, it'll do 1080p, 60 frames.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the Switch.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Just a quick thing on iReaper. iReaper said, "Don't worry, it's a 24-hour stream. I'll be there for the last 5 minutes." iReaper, it's a 25-hour stream. You better be there for the last hour and 5 minutes.
Hey.
Wait, don't tell him that. He might be there on time. Well, at least the last hour.
So no, we're looking at 1080 at 60 frames when it's on the TV. I think that's great for a console to possibly guarantee that out of the box on everything is wonderful. In addition to 4K at 30 frames max video output. 4K at 30? I mean, what do most TV shows run? 24 to 26, I think? If you can watch
I have
4K,
no idea.
I still have yet anybody who owns a 4K TV.
Oh, I don't have one, but I want one. I'm waiting for them to drop in price again. If they're even remotely preparing for 4K, that's a good sign that they've been listening and paying attention.
I keep saying every 3 years that I'm going to upgrade our TV because we've had it since we bought all of our stuff in 2008. But it's like every time I even consider it, there's something better, and I'm like, I'll wait till those go on sale. Oh, I'll wait till those go on sale.
I've also decided I don't like smart TVs.
Me either. I don't know what it is about them.
As a console user, I see no point, personally.
I thought it would be cool, but the problem I have with mine is the processor in it does not meet the demand for the actual TV. Everything's laggy and slow, and there's no way to really look at your settings and clear the cache and clear memory other than just random deleting stuff. So I think I'm just going to go for regular TVs from here on out.
You got a dumb TV.
It's a Samsung.
Okay.
Yeah, Samsung doesn't usually disappoint, but I've never had a 4K TV, so...
Napalm Sheep, I wanted to say, I hope this does not make you uncomfortable, but just reading everything you just wrote, your specs in your computer and all of your 4K stuff, I have an erection. I just want you to know. That's all.
That is a really nice...
I'm a whore for electronics and tech and things like that, and it's kind of my button. So, anyways.
I have an erection, but nobody can see it.
Wait, if everybody...
You really need to just start pushing up in the middle of your cloak there, Justin.
If everybody stays quiet, maybe we'll be able to hear it. Yeah, I heard it.
This is our 200th episode.
This is our 200th episode. Well, again, we're not anything special. I gotta get this hat. I gotta get everything. I am like so hot in this fucking polyester piece of garbage.
I'm committing to the art.
Irie is saying what I'm saying. You don't need smart TVs when you have DVD players, consoles, or DVD players when you have consoles.
At the time I bought it, I didn't even have any of the current generation consoles. I bought it in preparation for the Xbox One. And I wouldn't have even done that if my other TV hadn't gotten blown in a electrical storm, which I still can't figure out how the fuck it did it because it was protected.
Well, I guess I praised my smart TV
in your house, found the port, and blew it.
I think you just have a habit of your things blowing up.
Probably.
Not really, though. I really don't have that like, generally my electronics are stable. Josh is the one that shit fucks up all the time.
Brad, I'm waiting for you to have the...
Howdy, folks.
I'm waiting for you to have the Christmas vacation cat thing.
Josh and I got his new computer working with minimal issues. We were just dumb.
So, let's go ahead and end our recorded section right here.
Good luck.
Josh, would you take us out?
It's not Josh, it's me.
So...
Oh, wait. Sorry. You're right. I see what you're saying now. This has also made my brain invisible.
Kill the recording. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Yes, everybody. We're ending the show. Thank you so much for joining us for our 200th episode of Constantly Calibrating. It has been a pleasure for 4.5 years to bring you this show. We're not really doing anything special. 250, we might do something really cool. But that being said, you can find Constant Calibrating at constantcalibrating.com. You can find us at twitch.tv/constantcalibrating if you watch the show live every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We do a show on YouTube, youtube.com/ConCalPod. Every Saturday is the Catch-All Gaming News. Make sure to tune in when we throw that up there as well. We have a lot of random videos popping up throughout the week that may include reviews, interviews. Our Let's Play content is rebuilding. We are recording, trying to build up a backlog before we start releasing stuff. You can find Constant Calibrating on Facebook, at facebook.com/Constant Calibrating, and Twitter at ConCalPod, and Instagram, Constant Calibrating. I am at Bear Punch on Twitter. Brad is at OG Xanos. The invisible one here is at The Aging Gamer. Thad doesn't really use his, but he's at Mattius Maximus.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day I'll use it more. I'm just not a Twitter guy.
And then that being said, the most important thing I can tell you right now is please go to constantlycalibrating.com/extralife. Donate $1. Anything. Help us support the Miracle Children's Network for hospitals. I would love to reach our donation goal before the stream, but I'd be happy just during our stream. Again, twitch.tv/constantcalibrating on Saturday the 5th at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're doing a 25-hour stream. We have a lot of stuff. I will be putting up a bunch of posts across all of our social media to explain everything you can find. Give us $1 and you are going to get entered in our sort of raffles. We have anything from a PlayStation Plus membership to assorted games to random swag bags of shit I've collected at conventions over the years. We got swag from from Crazy Make 'Em Ups. They gave him some stuff. Oh, sorry, where's my hat? Swag. I was about
to say, if you're not tipping, I'm gonna be upset, Josh.
I took the hat off a while ago. And then a bunch of other stuff. We're gonna be doing VR stuff. We're doing a bunch of other shit. So that is about everything.
All of our proceeds are going to the hospitals, right? Like we don't keep any.
Every last
see the money. We don't touch.
The money goes straight through Extra Life, and 100% of it goes to the Miracle Children Network. So I believe myself and Thad are for the Phoenix Children's Hospital. Justin, Brad, and Ryan is for. Do you remember which hospital is, Brad?
It'd be MUSC Children's Hospital. It's got a person's name attached to it. I don't remember it offhand. We just call it MUSC.
Go to constantcalibrating.com/extra. I'm going to keep touting this. Click the roster, pick the person you want to donate money to. We may be, if the donations are coming in a little more, we may do a competition between us to see who can get the most donations. But that I think we're going to save for next year's Extra Life. That being said, thank you guys so much for joining us, and that's my spiel.
All right,
bye.
With all that, we thank you for joining us again, be it live or recorded, and bid you good sign off.
That was Invisible Man, but was using an invisible cloak the whole time. It's a ruse.